Okay, now we get into some new stuff. We're still writing an equation, right? So we've been writing equations. So like we're writing an equation from the slope and the y-intercept, writing an equation from our graph. Now we're writing an equation from a point and a slope. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Right, and we're going to just jump right in with examples. And the problem will look like this. Write the equation of the line that has a slope of 5 and passes through this point, -2, 3. Okay? Go ahead and pause and copy that so that you're caught up on copying so you can pay attention to the process. Okay, here's how we do this. We say, oh, okay, equation of a line. Remember, what do I need for an equation of the line? What do I need? I always need a slope and a y-intercept, and then I have an equation, right? That's all I need. So here's the thing, I actually already have a slope. My slope is 5, and what letter represents slope? M, okay? So always I have y equals mx plus b, and my m represents slope. My b represents y-intercept. I already have a slope, so the only thing I actually need here is the y-intercept. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write y equals mx plus b. Now, I'm going to plug in information that I have. So what information do I have? Well, I have an m, I have a slope. I'm going to plug that in for m. Notice I'm putting it right below. I also have this point, and I know that a point is x and y. Now, a line goes through a lot of points, but you should be able to plug any point into that equation of the line, and it'll work. It'll make the equation true. So what I can do is I can plug in this x value. So notice the x value is -2. I'm plugging that in right here for x, right? This is m times x, so I'm writing 5 times -2. My y value is 3. I'm plugging in 3 for y. I'm bringing down my equal sign. I'm bringing down my plus b. Now notice what I have, and I have an equation that only has one variable. It only has the b. So I can now solve for b. So what does that look like? First, I'm going to do this. And now I need to get b by itself, right? Here's the equal sign. How do I get b by itself? I get rid of this -10, and I do that by adding 10. So I got my b, okay? So now I have my slope, my m, okay, and my b, my y-intercept. So now I have my equation. Y equals m x plus b. And this is my answer, okay? So what did I do here, right? I recognized that I had an m already and that I had my x and y, okay? So first, plug in m, which is slope, x, and y. Okay, solve for b, because that was the only piece of information I'm missing, right? I just needed 2 pieces of information. I already had one was given to me. And then once you have your b, then give the equation. Right, so notice 13 wasn't the answer. The answer is the equation where you write y equals mx, plus b, whatever it is. Okay. One more example. Okay, now let's say this time rather than write out this whole thing, right? I want the equation of the line, and I want the slope to be, look, -1/2. Okay, don't be scared. And I want it to go through the point -8, 1. Okay, so it's like, imagine this says, right, the equation of a line that has a slope of -1/2 and passes through -8, 1. Okay, look, same process. Y equals mx plus b. Okay, I'm going to plug in what I have. So my m is -1/2. My y is 1. My x is -8. And I'm going to bring down plus b. So now I need to do this multiplication right here. So look, I'm going to just bring it over here. This is -1/2 times -8. Now, right away, I can see negative times negative. It's going to be positive, right? So I can just kind of do that thought in my head before I even start multiplying and then not worry about signs all the way through. Or you could do it like this, negative 1/2 over 2. Look, I just put the negative on top. Times, this is how I multiply by a fraction, is I make this into a fraction too. So I'm going to make it negative 8 over 1. Now I multiply across the top. Negative 1 times negative 8. Negative times negative is positive. 1 times 8 is 8. Across the bottom, this is 8 divided by 2. That's 4. Okay, so I just did this multiplication right here, and I got 4. And now I still need to get b by itself. I need to subtract this 4. 1 minus 4 is negative 3. Okay, so now what's my equation? Let's see. My y equals, my slope was negative 1/2. Y equals mx plus b. Okay, now you're going to use the rest of this page and the next page to do the practice problems.